The man was obviously a cop, but secretly locked up 4 crazy maniacs in the basement. Anyone seeing this would think the dude was a total psycho, but only he knew how exhausted and powerless it got before resorting to this. Turns out the real name was UJT, a guy who had regressed 6 times just to save Earth, back to 10,000 years ago. In the dark space, Green's desperate voice echoed, "Please let me out. Come on. Why are you treating us like this?" UJT just coldly ignored and glanced at her. Green kept questioning, "It's all your fault. This kid already took its own life." Tears kept falling from her eyes, voice full of blame. "Are you satisfied now?" The lonely figure softly replied, "You ask why I did this? You should understand. Were you imprisoned here, or did that one end its own life?" UJT lifted her face again. "It's all because you brought this on yourselves." Green lowered her eyes, crying nonstop while arguing back. "No, we didn't do anything wrong." UJT walked away yelling, "Shut up, it's all over now." 6th time at this turn, he led but couldn't stop the apocalypse. The vicious monsters kept getting more and more savage. UJT thought silently, what if following that guy's advice could change things? A ferocious beast appeared with fierce eyes, constantly using its firepower to wreak havoc everywhere. UJT's gaze turned cold watching the scene, then powerful attacks covered the space, mind stiffened. No regrets. After 6 times leading this hellish world, UJT realized all that remained were failures and lessons. Pushing forward, fighting against own beliefs. UJT's attacks blazed fiercely with flashes of light, charging straight at the terrifying monsters. With a sword of light in hand, each was destroyed one by sharp sword strikes. UJT's face showed determination while fighting. Finally, the sword was sheathed, feet standing on a pile of ruins. UJT glanced around and sighed. No matter how many were killed, it never ended. Earth was slipping into an abnormal apocalypse state, failing to save the world. But the doomsday clock power, reversing world time, eyes changed with mystery, then gently closed, dragging heavy thoughts. UJT figured maybe the effort wasn't meaningless. World time restarted, everyone was buzzing now. "Hey, look, what's that?" "Looks like a gate but scary as hell." "I've seen this in movies. Isn't that a cop?" A worried woman said. "Come on, let's go. I'm creeped out." Another mocked. "Don't be such a scaredy cat, you won't die. Wonder when it'll disappear. Take a pic from memory before cops arrive. Snap one for me, please." Suddenly, horror showed on everyone's face. A terrified girl dropped her phone. Giant dragons began destroying the 21st century. Gates opened worldwide. Monsters poured in like a flood. Fierce beasts stepped out of the gates. They started hunting humans. People scattered everywhere. Humanity's flames seemed to flicker out. Supernatural beings appeared, aiming to save lives. But upon finding the new flame, humanity entered a modern era called the New Age. Exceptional kids were gathered on the artificial HG island to train as hunters. From there, the Global Urban Academy Lei was founded for the time reverser to face the 7th time. At Lei, Hua Shi grabbed a woman's hair and shouted, "If you want to live, get lost." The woman cried and begged, "Save me." Security forces tried to calm Hua Shi down, telling to release power and surrender, like I'd listen to fake cops like you. The guy's voice went crazy. "We're all gonna die anyway. Let's go to hell together." Then UJT appeared behind and said, "He's surrendering." Hua Shi turned in shock, thinking, "Huh? Why can't I sense his aura? When did he pull back?" The guy caught the cold gaze and sensed UJT. Immediately, Hua Shi pushed the woman away fast. He charged to attack UJT and yelled, "You're a fake cop too. Die." Calmly, UJT countered, "I'm not a fake cop." UJT threw a powerful punch to the guy's face. For real. Hua Shi was instantly slammed straight into a wall, shattering it. The guy's face was bruised with a huge swelling. UJT spoke indifferently, forgetting to control the force. Later, a voice reported from the room, saying this morning a supernatural human trafficker was caught by Hua Shi. After being chased, the criminal took a hostage. Someone asked nervously, "But why is Hua Shi here now?" UJT replied casually, "I found her on the way. A female colleague ran over and asked me to make a report." "All right, Red. Enough already." Senior UJT. Thinking silently, Senior UJT seems different somehow. Was he always this tall before? Also looks way cooler. Suddenly, someone came over to chat with Red about this guy. UJT heard that you caught Hua Shi. UJT answered, raising a voice to the other person. "Wasn't that a bit too rough? What if you get accused of excessive force on criminals?" All unfamiliar faces. Since time started rewinding, this is the first time Red appeared at work. UJT always responded to conversations with indifference. The reason for abandoning normal life to rewind time and stop the apocalypse is because of hatchlings and newborn dragons. From the parallel world Ascalifa, some young dragons have come to Earth to have fun and gather happy experiences. Among them, Some went crazy because of war and lost control of themselves. Some were drowned by waves of malice until they collapsed. Others extinguished their hearts and failed their missions. Then the adult dragons took their anger out on humanity with brutal attacks. Even though the time rewinder has become as strong as possible after countless repeated lives, alone, not enough power to protect the world. So this time, decided to try a different way. Someone called out, "Senior, are you free tonight? There's a new place nearby. I couldn't find anyone to go with. If you don't have plans, let's have dinner together." UJT coldly declined, "Sorry, got things to do." The female colleague asked, "Where are you going?" The answer was cold, "Hunting." Peaceful scene with bustling voices in fear and city. Kids playing innocently. One little girl smiled so happily. Green blended into the peaceful scene, playing around. After a while, she gently waved goodbye to the kids. At that moment, UJT quietly appeared, lips moving. A deep voice sounded behind Green. "Hey kid." Surprised, she froze, hair fluttering in the wind. Green turned around innocently. Flower petals seemed to bless her perfect beauty. UJT's serious face suggested, "Kid, come with me for a bit." UJT stood behind her, saying, "Hello." Green slowly turned around after hearing that. She took a deep breath, as if preparing for something. A system suddenly appeared in the magic circle. The Babel towers collapsed. Fluent in foreign languages, Green, with rosy cheeks and long blue hair, softly said, "Hello, what do you need from me?" UJT quickly replied, "Got some things to handle." She wondered, "Did you come here because you know who I am?" He admitted with dark circles under eyes, "Exactly." "And you, do you know who I am?" Green softly asked. "Yes, I do." Under the blue sky, she gently called UJT's name. Green was shy, even though knowing the answer, still asked, "Right? Where did you hear that name?" She pointed to the badge on UJT's shirt and said, "Right there on your chest. It says UJT. Just kidding. I don't know who you are or what you do, but one thing I can guess, you're extremely strong and totally don't fit in here." UJT paused hearing that, eyes suddenly glanced aside. Green leaned forward guessing. "Did you come here to kill me?" He denied, but she imagined another scenario. "Kidnapping maybe?" UJT answered indifferently. "Almost." Green immediately covered herself, eyes watering. "You guys are special types, like craving dragons." She sighed, "Stop joking around. I intend to protect you in this dangerous world. If you don't obey, I have to use force. Your tribe's eyes are said to read fate, so you're more sensitive and quicker to grasp situations than others." Green listened carefully. Green's spiritual energy radiated from her eyes. UJT passed by where she stood, emphasizing every word. "You belong to that tribe too. Make a wise decision." Green smiled teasingly and asked, "Well, if I behave and listen, you'll treat me well, right?" He put hands in pockets, speaking firmly. "Yes." She closed eyes and continued, "I get it. Even if I don't have a choice, you have to treat me like a guest." Then Green turned and walked away step by step. She winked once, raised the pinky finger. "This is a promise, okay, dude?" Suddenly, Green's finger trembled more than ever. UJT pursed lips, watching closely. Then, the pinky finger was raised in return. Green nodded. "All right, promise made." Scene shifts to a tall building bathed in sunlight. Sleepy Red poked head out the door. Green wore a thin shirt belonging to UJT, rubbed eyes and asked, "Are you awake yet, dude?" Red looked at UJT sitting in front of a shadow, then Gold called out, "Dude, you were ordering the shadow of the great SS Lord. Summoning a clone can exert 50% of the original power. No goal here, just go Red and follow my instructions." Then it turned into UJT and obeyed orders. Red said, "I obey, my lord." The original self slowly stepped right in front of Green. Staring, spoke up, "Hello." Inside, thoughts compared how identical they were. UJT suddenly spoke, "Don't worry, that's a clone doing the work for me." Green was startled and turned around. "Hey dude, slept well? But seems like you don't do the work yourself, huh?" Sitting and reading the paper casually said, "Clone is also my ability, so consider it me working, plus I have to be by your side." Red smiled. "Oh right, then let's have breakfast." UJT muttered two words, "Breakfast." Green started moving and replied, "Gotta eat. You also starved last night." UJT waved off, "I don't need it." Red pressed face against Gold and whispered, "But if the host doesn't eat and I eat alone, that would be weird." UJT glanced at the food pile. "You always eat this much. Dragons can live without eating." Green kicked happily and explained, "It's not about survival. Eating well makes you happy. Mood improves too." Asked casually, "Is that so?" Red stood up and pleaded, "No way. You gotta go grocery shopping with me." UJT refused. "I don't need to." Green turned face away with firm tone. "Let me show you the power of breakfast." Scene shifts to Smart's supermarket nearby. People bustling in front of the entrance. Everyone whispered looking that way. Look, Mom, is that famous lady? The guy with her is handsome too. Watch out, don't get splashed. It's tough. Turns out UJT was shopping with Green. Holding up a bag, puzzled, just breakfast but bought this much. Isn't it too much? Raised one finger and said, just check the kitchen. No ingredients or utensils at all. We'll need them later, so gotta have basic stuff. Come on, let's go home. I'll cook breakfast real quick. UJT groaned in protest. Don't leave stuff at home, let's eat out. Green was surprised. Huh? Why? Closed eyes and said, I have a place to stop by. You have to come along. Besides, breakfast time is long gone. Seeing that, Green bowed head and whispered, sorry, it's been a while since I went shopping, so I'm just excited. But is there a place to go? UJT carried bags and explained ahead. Living here needs a lot of things. Red was full of question marks at the next sentence. No need, still lots to do. Scene shifts to an old man, one eye blind, the other flashing a dazzling smile. Is this lady the director's girlfriend? UJT darkened face and threatened. If you don't want to lose the other eye, shut up and work. So the guy just snorted and passed info to Green. Then the two went out to receive their cards. Not long after, a pile of jewelry appeared before them. Both happily pointed and discussed the system board. After a while, Green held the ID card and exclaimed, I have an ID now. Amazing. Surprised. Never had one before, Red added. Not just ID, no bank account or hologram ID either. Seeing that, UJT thought, how did this person live on Earth like that? Green guessed, they took your last name. What about the name U-Bomb? Quickly explained, taken from 4 seasons, each has a dragon. After hearing, Red happily exclaimed, U-Bomb. I like that name. Spring is the season of sprouting life. So beautiful. Actually, I'm still a bit scared of you. My eyes are warning me that you're dangerous, but maybe you're not bad. UJT frowned and reminded. Met just one day and already claiming that. Green turned around and explained, my instincts are sharper than anyone because I'm from the Dragon Clan. Watching cherry blossoms fall before, hesitated and spoke. So Green's tone became extremely sweet. Can I observe a bit more? Let's have dinner. I'll definitely cook well. UJT seemed thoughtful. The dragon's smile, something I never saw before, looked up at the sky, watching petals fall. UJT closed eyes, silently thinking the start wasn't bad. Scene shifts to a desolate place, moon shining from above, a desert somewhere in South Africa, where the land is barren. Red stood in front of a contemptuous guy. This gold, acting all tough earlier, but this is all you got. The guy gritted teeth and coughed hoarsely for a long moment. Seconds later, that guy shouted just as the sole of the girl's shoe pressed down. Crazy fool, you dare mess with us and think you'll get away with it. Red didn't hesitate to step on his head, confirming with a sharp sound. Yeah, your face is ugly, so I stepped a little hard. Bet you're not dead yet, huh? The girl adjusted the mask on her face and exhaled. That's 199 fights, 199 wins. Red took it off, revealing a cunning face, mumbling, who's next? At this time, news outlets kept reporting escalating violence in South Africa. The terrorist organization Bakata attacked, causing over 1,400 civilian casualties. The South African alliance, called SAN, declared no tolerance for violence. The Night Fighters of Africa clashed again with SAN after 3. Canada UJT read the news carefully, realizing it's time to act. Outside, Green announced, hey, still busy? Dinner's ready. UJT replied, gotta go now. Green served a terrifying dish, unsure if it was edible. UJT looked disgusted at the horrifying food in front. Green smiled brightly. Is it good? I'm excited to tell you how I made it. Back in England, I learned a herring dish. Combining it with Korean-style rice should be awesome. They say rice is power, right? UJT looked awkwardly at the herring head still on the spoon. After thinking for a long time, hesitation won, unable to eat. UJT put down the spoon and said, tomorrow, we'll pick her up. Green was puzzled and worried, but bringing her here will be tough. She's not as obedient as you. UJT reassured, if you come along, it'll be easier to convince her. Green was confused. Wait, you can help? There's still distance between clans. UJT stopped eating and asked seriously, distance? Green quickly explained, yeah, dragons have different clans. My clan likes crafting, but hers is different. They love war, showing off power. Forcing her is even more dangerous. For her clan, surrender is worse than death. UJT understood but still decided. But we have to pick her up soon. Someone's targeting her, or she'll die. Looking straight into Green's eyes, so if you come, everything will go smoothly. UJT noticed Green staring hard. Why the look? Green smiled. Just feels like asking you for help is too much. Thought you always handled things alone. Green's words made UJT thoughtful. Green cheerfully added, all right, I'll help. Rarely you ask, so I don't want to die. Suddenly, Green's face turned sly. But I have a condition. UJT asked back. My condition is simple. You have to finish all the food I cook. I know you put down chopsticks whenever I mention her. For UJT, that's harder than anything. UJT closed eyes tightly, took a deep breath, and slowly scooped each spoonful into the mouth. Got it. Scene changed to a desert. Dead soldiers in uniform lay scattered. Red grabbed a soldier by the collar, lifting high, surrounded by corpses. An old soldier was thrown hard to the ground, coughing painfully. Weaklings. Turning back angrily. I don't want to win like this. Africa has no more opponents. Where to next? Green's in Africa. Let's visit there. Behind the wall, 2 soldiers lay in ambush, one holding a knife nervously. Damn, he panicked. The San Elite team was wiped out by a little gold eye. The other held a gun, warning, don't underestimate it. It's a berserk monster. The other worried, we're not strong enough. Gotta wait for the boss. Before finishing, Red suddenly appeared behind her. Swinging the sword in hand, whispering in the dark, the gun holder panicked and spun around. Damn, that gold? She didn't let them react, immediately ready to charge. Too late. Suddenly, flashes of light appeared from afar, catching Red's attention. A beam attacked directly, quickly blocked. This time, no more easy moments. Struggling to think, this mana is too heavy. Red gripped the sword tightly, inhaled deeply, then struck, cutting through all the mana. The 2 soldiers on the other side were stunned. It cut through mana too. Freak. A mysterious figure approached. Is that the Night Fighter? The 2 soldiers turned. Sir Javier Kama. The man appearing was Javier Kama, ranked 8th in San. He ordered, retreat. On the other side, Red confidently asked, startled but relaxed, stretching the arm after blocking. Was that hit heavy? Red smiled mischievously. You're the commander. The guy. Javier Kama was impressed. Heard it's a girl but younger than expected. Red stepped forward, breaking the sword in half. Hey, you into me too? Are you the commander? Javier Kama exclaimed. Heard you're female but younger than expected. Red stepped forward, the sword already drawn. Hey, you into me too? That's why I'm wearing a mask. Red was talking to herself. You all keep staring at my stunning looks, so you can't even land a hit. Gold. Javier frowned. You've already seen the power gap, yet Red refuses to surrender. She sneered. Gold? Running away would be humiliating. Red kept gathering strength in hand. Of course, surrender was not an option. Better to beg for mercy in battle than give up. Red confidently charged, spotting an opening. A strong punch was thrown at Javier. He calmly raised his sword to block. Then Red unleashed a flurry of attacks aimed at Javier. Still very confident. Watch this. Red planned to finish Javier with a sneaky low blow. The strike was launched, but Red froze. The fist had reached Javier's lower body, but surprisingly, he didn't flinch. Javier calmly asked, have you never fought someone stronger before? All your previous fights were child's play. He leaned close to RT, almost wasting talent, then swung his giant sword. But I'm no match for your little game. Javier lunged with his sword, slicing across Red. She desperately tried to dodge in panic. Whoa! A massive mana flow surged into the sword. Javier's eyes gleamed. He planned to deliver a finishing blow. Charging up, Red could only defend, no time to evade death. A huge flash sliced fiercely through Red, too fast to follow with the eyes. The hit sent Red flying back, body slamming hard into the wall. Pain shot through. Javier saw the strike didn't finish Red and silently praised. In a flash, Red boosted strength to block. Definitely no ordinary kid. Had to power up. Javier glanced where Red had landed, but she had vanished. When did that happen? Javier moved forward. Where did she disappear to? Behind the wall, Red was being silenced by Green, signaling to stay quiet. Shocked. Why are you here? Green happily replied. Heard you were in danger, so I came to save you. While Green treated Red's wounds, Red grumbled. Suddenly showing up and talking about saving who? Green calmly said, if you keep going, you'll die. Red stubbornly shrugged Green's hand off. Hey, Green, other stuff is fine, but don't interfere in fights. Life or death is my business. I'll fight to the end. Green gently said, if you die, our game is over. Red was stunned. Huh. While Green treated wounds, she said, you don't want to ruin the fun, right? Red agreed, I still want to stay on Earth. Hearing that, Green happily suggested, let's team up. Red, what do you say? Let's run away together. Seeing Green's sincerity, Red was dumbfounded. She sneered. That guy is strong. No matter where you run, you'll get caught. Green wasn't scared, just let him handle it. Red wondered, that guy? Green nodded firmly. Yeah, I'm not alone. At that moment, UJT appeared behind Javier, who immediately recognized and turned, asking, who are you? You sighed, then looked up and answered briefly. The protector scene shifted to a strange place. A little girl with red hair was sniffing the scent. Strange, it smelled like green but wasn't. UJT looked down at the girl below, who happily asked, "Who are you?" The little girl wondered, "Not a bad guy, right?" At the battlefield, UJT faced Javier, who questioned, "Protector. This girl looks like she doesn't need protection at all." From the hiding spot, Red peeked out to watch the battle. "Is that the guy you mentioned?" Green quickly pulled Red back inside. "It's dangerous. Come back now." Meanwhile, UJT made a proposal, explaining everything was complicated. "But let's stop everything here." Javier Kama suspiciously asked, "That guy?" He stepped forward, suddenly appearing and said, "Boring. That guy, this can't be ignored. That girl has crossed the line." UJT objected. "But the girl hasn't killed anyone yet." Javier Kama angrily said, "Don't mess with me." UJT didn't care. He continued, "She won't be here much longer." He seriously suggested, "So can you cut her some slack?" Javier Kama slowly withdrew his sword. "You think I'll back down because of those words?" He attacked again. "This is San's controlled territory," Javier Kama growled. "I'm a San investigator. I'll arrest both the girl and you, the self-proclaimed protector." He swung his sword, releasing a huge mana burst lighting up the entire space. The energy destroyed everything in its path, shattering rocks around. Javier Kama ended the attack. Standing proudly in place, he sneered and turned away. "If you're with that monster, you must be able to take this hit." Unexpectedly, UJT appeared unharmed, surrounded by a mysterious energy field, so annoying. He was irritated, rumored to be an 8th-tier superhuman. Stubborn, huh? Javier turned back. When did that guy pull back? The dude tried to use the family sword skill again, but before finishing the sentence, the arm and the sword were already severed. The strike was so fast that Javier couldn't even realize it, losing an arm in the slash. UJT descended from above, sliding past Javier, who was slumped on the ground. "Listen up, today's gonna be the worst day of your life." UJT's angry eyes, every word like a sword stabbing into that guy's head. "You just got unlucky running into a monster you didn't expect while chasing that girl." Leaning close, whispering that no one can handle its attacks. The result? Lost both arms and eyes, and in the end, you let both targets slip away. UJT held the sword at eye level with Javier, still threatening. "Finally, you'll forget all about this." UJT grabbed Javier's head tight. "Kama," the guy begged in fear. "Wait up, won't keep him waiting long." The sword slashed decisively. UJT knew San had superhuman healing, so limbs or eyes could be restored, but the fear etched deep inside couldn't be erased. Blood still scattered on the ground, fear worked perfectly, as UJT exploited it well here. UJT didn't finish off Javier but left him alive after blinding both eyes. Turning back to the lady, the young dragon called the Night Hunter wasn't immune to this either. Witnessing everything, her body stiffened, stammering, "Hey Green, what the hell was that guy?" Green adjusted. "He's not a monster, he's human." Red mocked. "Ha, if that's human, then I'm a freaking lizard." UJT stepped toward them, declaring, "Red Dragon, you'll live in my house under my protection." UJT persuaded, "I'll give you freedom, and support you if you need anything." UJT frowned, warning, "But if you leave this protection," suddenly Green shouted, "Hey!" She hugged Red tightly. "I think she's in shock. Let me calm her down and explain later." Red was surprised by her move. What are you doing to me?" Green winked at UJT. Getting the signal, UJT stayed silent for a moment then turned away. "From now on, if your name is Red. Remember that? I'll explain everything later." Red muttered it back. UJT looked up at the sky. Behind were the sounds of Red and Green arguing. Green praised, "Red, you've grown since last time." Red angrily said, "I'm not in the mood for jokes." UJT was reporting to someone. "Situation handled, my lord." Meanwhile, deep in the Amazon rainforest, another UJT received the signal. Ahead was the guy happily playing around. UJT praised, "Good job. You're talking to a clone. I'll finish here, then come back right away." Before starting the mission, UJT carefully considered. The girl was totally aggressive, so a copy alone wouldn't convince her. Luckily, U-Bomb was sent along. The kid ran up and sat in front of him. She wondered, "Who were you talking to just now?" UJT denied, "Nothing." The mischievous guy said, "Hey, that's weird. Here's your smartwatch. You like talking to yourself a lot." "Huh. The dragon is like all dragons, different. It loves attention." The girl had lived a third of 6 lives as a star. The brightest ones were the dragons causing the most destruction. Crowd love is flashy but comes with a dark side. That must be why she's stuck in this wild place. The guy was still messing with UJT's smartwatch. Hey, this is super cool." The kid excitedly waved arms, projecting the screen into the air, super sharp image. "I've never seen anything like this before." UJT asked, "Why are you here?" The guy was a bit startled. UJT leaned back, continuing, If you want fun, you should hang with humans. This place only has wild beasts and bugs. The guy suddenly jumped up. Huh? How do you know? UJT replied shortly. The green dragon spoke. The guy excitedly ran around UJT. So UJT, I smell her on you. So, you know green? UJT shouted. The guy asked straight up. Now you're scared of humans. The kid froze. The guy got embarrassed. Ah, it's not that I'm scared of humans much. I used to live with them. The kid sadly recounted. But some looked at me weird. Someone kept following me, kinda scary. Something like that. The guy leaned back on UJT. The kid laughed bitterly. Anyway, that's how it is. UJT changed the subject. Do you like bread? The guy was about to refuse. Bread? I'm a dragon. I don't need to eat. UJT snapped fingers. A black dot appeared in the air, using the thinnest layer of void. A subspace could swallow an entire city, with bizarre arms reaching out from it. A bag of bread was delivered straight to UJT. Gold stared blankly in surprise. Wow, the kid is curious and looks closer. It really is bread. Gold sheared happily. It was bread, for sure. The kid's eyes sparkled. The aroma was amazing. Are you really giving this to me? UJT held out a hand. Yeah. Gold was still shocked to see so many kinds of bread inside. How come you have so many? Wow. Donuts and blueberry egg tarts too. UJT started persuading. Gold hesitated. Don't stay here anymore. Come with me. There are your friends there. You'll be safe. And if you like entertainment, you can join in. Gold munched bread while listening to UJT. The kid licked lips but stayed cautious. But my mom said not to follow strangers. UJT made the final offer. I'll buy sweets for you. Just that one sentence, Gold found the light of life's truth. Another morning came to the city where UJT lived. The building UJT lived in welcomed new members today. Red leaned against the railing, watching the peaceful scene outside. A cigarette dangled from Red's mouth. Red pondered the events of yesterday, from the fight with Javier to UJT's appearance. These things annoyed Red. Inside the house behind the glass, Green looked outside. Green saw Red deep in thought, about to call out. Familiar footsteps sounded outside. UJT returned with Gold. The kid held a bag of bread, marveling around. So you live here? Ah, let me clarify. I absolutely am not following you to get bread. Gold babbled on. That sausage bread was really good, better than premium Ascalepa sausage. Red said as the kid popped another bread in the mouth. Suddenly Gold froze, startled. Satisfaction showed on Gold's face. Did Gold make these macarons? Crispy outside but unbelievably soft inside. This is truly a taste of heaven. Seeing UJT return, Green was happy. You're back. And the kid responded. Yeah. Gold was eating bread and just noticed Green. The kid shouted happily. Wow. Green. Green replied gently. Long time no see. Gold rushed straight into Green's arms. It's been a long time. Missed you so much. Green patted Gold's head. You look prettier than last time I saw you. Gold and Green happily danced inside. Gold took the chance to ask about the situation. When did you get here? Do you live here alone with him? Green explained cheerfully. I haven't been here long either. Red is over there. Want to say hi later? UJT's clone appeared, respectfully greeting. You have returned. UJT praised. Yeah, you've worked hard too. I'll call you back soon. Now return to your position. The clone obeyed. Red stepped in from outside. UJT saw her too. She awkwardly clicked tongue, avoiding UJT's gaze. Gold was like a child. The kid was happy to see Red, ignoring the tense atmosphere. Red. Gold was like a little bird hopping around Red, chattering nonstop. Still doing okay. Smells like you're smoking again, huh? Yeah, the Red clan really loves unhealthy stuff. Red was deafened. She grabbed the kid's mouth tightly. Red exploded. You're pissing me off. Stop babbling before I rip you apart, got it? Gold felt sad from the violence. After a while, UJT calmed things down, the three sat facing UJT. UJT started asking, how old are you all? Each answered in turn. Green said, I'm 20. Gold cheerfully, I'm 10. When it was Red's turn, refusing to answer, UJT replied instead. Red is 15. Black-haired Gold boasted a plump figure like ours, growing faster than humans, so don't treat me like a kid anymore. Red stared intently at the boastful kid. Gold wondered, but just now you called Red Red. Is that a nickname? Red raised an eyebrow. I don't know. Green quickly explained, that's the name he gave. I'm Spring. Gold was still curious. Huh? We haven't even had the coming-of-age ceremony yet. How could he name us? Besides, if naming someone, it wouldn't be something so simple. The kid kept chatting with Green. Then I guess I'm Gold? UJT confirmed. Right. From now on, your name is Gold. And when it's born, it will be Winter. Gold looked down at the necklace worn on the chest. Gold asked further, do you know that's Winter's egg? UJT even knew clearly. Yeah, it's polymorph, right? It's about to hatch, so be careful. That kid is amazed by UJT's profound knowledge. Wow, you're human, but really nothing seems unknown to you. How do you know so much? UJT replied coldly. You don't need to know about that. UJT rested a hand on the chin, seriously announcing, since everyone is here, this will be explained once and for all. From now on, just follow one rule. Have fun, but don't leave the fence. Gold asked. What do you mean? UJT explained, means don't disappear from my sight. Gold clarified, all your games will be managed by me and only happen where I can see. Red sighed, honestly, you sound like a dictator. Right after finishing, Red noticed both people beside staring hard. Gold, is there a problem? Green stood up from the chair. Got it. So playing around here is okay. She looked like a kind mom. Anyone want to go outside a bit? Since we live here now, gotta buy some necessary stuff. Hearing that, Gold's eyes lit up excitedly. Oh, sounds fun. Red poked her ear with a mischievous face. We don't have money to shop like Gold, but robbing money sounds fun too. UJT tossed Green a card. Don't worry about money. Just go have fun. She took the card happily and asked more carefully. Thanks. Is there a spending limit? UJT turned and walked away, leaving only 2 words. Spend as much as you want. With UJT's approval, the 3 started raiding shopping malls. By night, UJT's notification board showed a bunch of messages deducting money from the account. The 3 had bought tons of stuff, bags piled up inside the house. Green stepped forward to return the card to UJT. She shyly said, Sorry, did we spend too much? Actually, I wanted to buy clothes for you too, but the card limit was reached, so couldn't buy more. UJT took the card back. It's okay. Gold's voice rang out. Look at me. UJT looked up at Gold's call. The girl wore a bunch of items all 3 had just bought, from elegant styles to streetwear to simple outfits. How's it look? So many cool clothes, I just bought a ton. The girl showed off a smartwatch. I bought this too, just like you. UJT simply praised. Fits you well. Gold happily blushed. Thanks. You're the best. Seeing the 2 so close, Red's face softened. She also raised a hand wearing a watch, shyly asked, Was this bought for me? Then she silently pointed at a sword and added, This too. Yeah, my sword broke so I can't use it. UJT asked, Do you like it? I bought good quality stuff. Red turned away. At least it wasn't junk. Gold ran out from the changing room carrying a big bag. I bought clothes for you too. Try them on. Red felt annoyed. She shouted, Who's your sister? I don't need that. Green gently said to UJT, Red just isn't good at showing it. She really appreciates it. UJT also relaxed. That's good. He turned to ask, U-Bomb, didn't you buy anything? Why didn't you bring anything? Green pointed to something on the table. I already bought it. It's on the dining table. UJT looked puzzled. A flower pot? On the table was a small flower pot not yet bloomed. Green stepped to the table. Planting makes people happy, you know? UJT still didn't get it. What do you mean? She gently held the flower pot and said, When it blooms, Green will cherish it, so it will be memorable, right? Her eyes sparkled forever. Suddenly, remembering something, Green turned back. Oh yeah, I'm curious about something, UJT asked. What is it? She wondered about UJT's conditions. But you know, for us, playing isn't just about fun and food. Is there a way to fully enjoy the game inside the fence without feeling awkward? UJT seemed prepared for the question, immediately answered, Of course. He handed over a paper. Do you want to try going to school? Outside, Gold and Red had been listening to the whole conversation. Both jumped out. Gold was curious about school. Night had fallen, they were here. Red stretched. Oh man, is there an exam? Why does it take so long? Green looked around. Huh, isn't he here? Gold suddenly said. Hey sis. The girl suddenly thought of something terrible. What if the 2 sisters pass but the little one fails? She'd be alone, right? Red got mad. This one keeps saying bad stuff. Someone shoved bread in that pig's mouth. Gold pouted. Is the little one a pig? So she failed. UJT stepped in from behind. Everyone was nervous. Gold heard and rushed into his arms, crying. Sir, she probably failed. He comforted. Don't worry, she won't fail. Green asked, Where are you going? UJT pulled out a paper bag. I just went to get this sealed. The girl next to him sniffed. Smells so good. What is it? He replied, Something you like. Gold's eyes lit up. Bread or macarons? UJT smiled mysteriously. Better than that. Tonight's dinner features a special guest. Welcome the global music star B.E. Baby Zello he, everyone. Thanks for inviting this kid to such an awesome playground. The MC asks if Bai understands tonight's theme. Gold replies, Of course, this is where the kid gets to enjoy some delicious food. The kid is really looking forward to it. The MC introduces that tonight's theme includes top chefs cooking the guests' favorite dishes right on the spot. Does Bai like Gold chicken the most? Heard the kid only lives on bones, right? Gold laughs. The kid is human after all. No one lives just on bones. Gold thinks, let's see. The favorite dish is fried chicken with sauce and Coke appearing instantly. Gold drools. The smell is so tempting. Must be super tasty. The MC asks, hey, heard this is the kid's favorite dish. What's up? First time seeing it. The kid happily says, yeah, from now on it will be the favorite dish. The MC wonders, it's just fried chicken. Why make such a fuss? Green speaks up. Aren't you eating together? UJT shrugs. You guys eat yourselves. The kid blushes shyly and begs, eat together. Outside on the balcony, the sky is dark. The atmosphere quiet. UJT stands listening to a call. Hello? This is the other end. They call from the education department room. Are you the parent? The guy answers, yes, that's right. They inform, oh, there's a small issue about the recent interview. What's the issue? Has the parent heard from U-Bomb? The guy hasn't. U-Bomb scored perfect marks in the entrance interview. The judges unanimously praised, so they want to propose U-Bomb as valedictorian to give the oath at this year's enrollment ceremony. UJT asks if the proposal was made directly to U-Bomb. They reply, yes, the judges were so excited. They asked the contestant right away. The problem is U-Bomb refused. This is a rare chance, so if the parent can persuade U-Bomb, UJT refuses. Sorry, but you don't want that. If that's the kid's will, it's yours too. Hey, but you're hanging up now. At that moment, Red also steps out from inside. That call was their business? UJT reminds. The kid on the call was U-Bomb. The girl cares and replies, what the heck? Just hearing the name U-Bomb gives goosebumps. You're out but still like to play fake family. The guy is annoyed. What do you mean? Red looks at the cigarette in hand thinking about that. Why did you bring them here? The guy looks distant. Just letting you do what you want. Straight up, you want to fight? Are there many strong ones there? Gathering global elites? Definitely. But still just kids. The guy laughs. You're a kid too. Red frowns, eyes sharp. She decisively snaps the cigarette outside onto the balcony. Fight properly with me once. I know you're strong, but want to know exactly how strong. If you see me as lower rank, then show me your real power. UJT looks at Red. Red blushes. Silent. Let's just eat chicken. Red gets mad. Such a bore. The guy is cold. Yeah. The girl gets angrier. Yeah. What the heck? Get lost. Gold offers a piece of chicken. Try a bite. Red is totally pissed. Told you no. Go eat it yourself. But Red still takes the chicken. Red bites a piece, eyes wide in surprise, praising the chicken. So good. Really awesome. Lee is an academy built on a giant floating island. Hadiel stars fly around the world, training kids with Gaho and Ni special abilities. But Lee's students are all rich kids, nobles, or chosen by elite training schools. Public opinion criticizes that this place is only for the privileged. Gold sighs. Ole, this school is really top-notch. Heard only rich or noble kids get in here. The kid is excited. Is that guy some secret tycoon heir? He doesn't scold us for spending wildly, right? Rin agrees. Hard to say. Judging by looks, also a bit of a spirit boost. Anyway, we all passed. Lucky, right? Gold happily jumps up. Thought only me was cramped but really fun. Uniforms are nice too. The kid freezes, but the sister asks, where's UJT? Green Vood strokes chin thoughtfully. Red is taking practical exams at Thanh Long School. That guy is there as a guardian. Gold is puzzled, face full of doubt. Guardians at Lay control potential immature students. Adults from agencies or families accompany as guardians. Makes sense, sis. Without control, it would be dangerous. But sis has to retake exams. Green replies, heard it's a practice match among prospective students. Gold is excited. Oh, so we have to go watch. Green agrees. Sis asks but no can do. Gold is sad hearing that. Oh no. Why? Green laughs. Gold hesitates. If the whole group goes, it will be noisy. Suddenly someone speaks up. Is that the new student this year? Which family is that? At Thanh Long School, students are fiercely battling it out. The crowd cheers loudly, full of excitement. DT quietly sits amid the noisy crowd. What if getting hit? Just act like training. Just follow through. Quan smirks darkly. Haha. The red parents. I get it. Red parents, please stay calm. If you act like that, the reserve students will get even more tense. Among the watching crowd, someone questions aloud, you're Gold's brother. Oh, sorry for the late intro. I'm Quan, the homeroom teacher at Thanh Long School, looking forward to working together. The audience echoes in agreement. Redang, looking forward to your help. The crowd buzzes. How come there's such a handsome and classy guy? Personality's good too, someone objects. Good personality? Huh. Talented, rich, and on top of that, a war hero. The man silently glances at contestant 124, number 7, Red. After the announcement, Red tightly grips the Goldo sword, walking with disdain, slowly advancing toward Red. So sick of the opponent's mom frowning, eyes full of suspicion. Red frowns, grimacing. I'll run away from home, just watch. The two stand still facing each other on the arena floor. Below the stands, people keep chatting. Who's betting on who winning between Sofia Borokova and that red-haired kid? A friend sitting nearby winks, quickly judging. Both are born fighters, but I prefer the redhead. The buddy next to him hears that and scolds. I asked who you think will win. He suddenly chuckles, raising an eyebrow, glancing at him with a smirk. Obviously, Sofia Borokova. Looking up at Red's cold figure, indifferent to everything around. Sofia Borokova on the stands can't help but be amazed. She used to be a member of R before Red Academy. Speaking of RAI, it's the Russian monster hunting special forces, famous for achievements in the Great War, especially notorious for the harsh training program like torture. Outside the barricade, Mikhail Lop with a stern face stares at the stands, shouting loudly. Everyone places high hopes on Sofia Borokova, the redhead kid. He clings tightly to the barricade, wildly cheering. You can do it, you will definitely win. The security team carefully appears behind Mikhail Lop, reminding him, Mr. Mikhail Lop, the Guardian, is not allowed to be here. Sofia Borokova hears the commotion outside the arena, speechless. Suddenly, a clear, provocative voice rings out, pulling her back to reality. Your dad worries too much about you, huh? Reddo, arrogant and confident with the sword in hand. Laughing mockingly, Sofia Borokova better retreat before your dad arrives. That kid clings to dad's pants, right? You're a gold-eyes kid, so you're the one clinging to dad, aren't you? Sofia Borokova pays no mind to Red's teasing words and calmly retorts, surprising her. You better shut up. Sofia Borokova's face darkens, eyes glaring threateningly, flashing with light. You want to die for real? Seeing her face, Red feels challenged and gets excited. Yeah, then come on and try. The two friends sitting below feel chills, watching these two girls' cold stares. Damn, true warriors. He widens eyes in horror, but the redhead isn't a pushover either. UJT, sitting nearby, seriously watches the match between the two. The announcement sounds, contestant 124. Number 7, Red, position. Hearing the referee's voice, Sofia Borokova clenches both hands, ready to fight. Red is more natural, confident this match will be won. Along with the referee's whistle, the announcement echoes. The match begins. As the words finish, Sofia Borokova swiftly lunges, attacking Red, surprising her greatly. But immediately after, Red reflexively steps back, using an arm to block Sofia Borokova's attack. Gripping Sofia's fist, she smiles slightly, assessing. The speed's pretty good. Then, Red swings the Goldo's sword fiercely with the other hand, striking unexpectedly toward her. Sofia Borokova nimbly dodges the blow, simultaneously spinning to kick strongly at Red's temple, surprising her. Red can't dodge this attack in time, only able to use an arm to block and lean back. As she leans back to avoid the strike, Sofia Borokova's hit quickly follows. Seeing the strike hit the body, Red shouts in horror. My shirt, step back, angrily yelling at her. I just bought this, not long ago, that's too much. Sofia Borokova pays no attention, still pushing force with her legs after the strike. Her body feels light standing on the arena floor, gently moving her legs. Immediately after, not giving Red time to recover, Sofia Borokova quickly charged back to her position. Sofia Borokova kept throwing strong, precise punches, each one sharp and skillful. But every strike thrown, Red dodged smoothly and lightly, moving with grace. While dodging, eyes caught the sturdy protective net surrounding the arena. Using momentum, a foot slammed hard against the net's surface. Then, spinning around, facing the incoming attack from Sofia Borokova head-on. A grin spread wide with excitement, pumped up, raising the wooden sword high and slashing down hard. Sofia Borokova reacted instantly, blocking the strike with both arms, but the blow carried heavy force. Bones in both arms took the direct hit and cracked painfully. Sofia Borokova felt the sharp pain in both arms, face contorted, muscles twitching on both cheeks with a soft groan. Meanwhile, the fighter grew more hyped with every hit. Seeing Sofia Borokova's pain only fueled the thrill of battle. Both stood still on the stands for a moment, making the space eerily quiet. Suddenly, a blur shifted and appeared right behind Sofia Borokova. Shocked, Sofia Borokova immediately spoke with a teasing tone. Hey, flatbangs girl. Excitement lit up the face, fists clenched tight with all strength, voice dripping with mockery. Fighting's pretty fun, huh? The fist quickly pulled back and slammed hard into Sofia Borokova's face. She absorbed the blow, body staggering back and crashing hard into the barrier. After regaining focus, Sofia Borokova spat out a mouthful of blood. At that moment, the wooden sword pointed straight at the forehead, catching her completely off guard. Red stood confidently in front, holding the wooden sword as the announcement blared out. Contestant 124 wins. As the referee's announcement ended, the fighter covered the mouth with a provocative laugh. Acting all tough earlier, now just a pile of trash. Sofia Borakova stared blankly, furious at the result, eyes wide as the fighter walked away, turning around, muttering non-stop. That so-called global elite package, just a bunch of trash. Mikhail and the medical staff rushed over to Sofia Borakova. People below watched the scene in horror. Did Sofia Borakova really lose that badly? But the match started off pretty even. A teammate whispered in disbelief. Even the Bangs girl didn't get a scratch. She's just waiting for the right moment. The crowd's chatter grew louder. Is the Bangs girl really that strong? In my opinion, Sofia Borakova was trash from the start. Sitting motionless on the arena floor receiving treatment, Sofia Borakova overheard the surrounding criticism. Actually, she's just a backup member of R for PR purposes. Skills are weak, but at least she gets to wear the symbolic armband. Gritting teeth, face lowered under the scorn and mockery around, the medic looked toward Mikhail Lop to report. Treatment is done, she'll be fine. Both arms have bone fractures. The limp hands suddenly clenched tightly, full of unwillingness. Sofia Borakova's voice rang out, angry and trembling. Not done yet, still good to go. Mikhail Lop smiled softly at this sight. Stepping closer, he gently reassured, Sofia Borakova, you gave it your all. Too bad you weren't strong enough to beat that opponent. His calm, steady voice continued. But I'm not disappointed in you. Facing an opponent like that is a blessing. But Mikhail Lop didn't see the changing expression on Sofia Borakova's face. Staring fiercely at the dagger on his leg with a terrifying glare, Mikhail Lop kept soothing her gently. Failure makes people tougher. Eyes closed, still lecturing. I'll report to the higher-ups. Suddenly, the medic's confused voice rang out. Where's the contestant's guardian? Both were shocked by Sofia Borakova's action. Grabbing the dagger, furious, muttering, not giving up yet, just a little off balance. The dagger in hand suddenly glowed, spreading light all around. The voice startled Red as well. Not finished yet, where you running off to? As turning back, a sharp pain stabbed into Red's back. Sofia Borakova used the dagger, shocking the opponent. UJT's face darkened upon witnessing this unexpected scene. Red's eyes widened at Sofia Borakova's dirty move, teeth clenched, shouting angrily. The face was bruised and swollen, voice booming, Die, you bastard. Everyone present froze at Sofia Borakova's sudden action. Even the teachers present to observe turned red-faced in horror. UJT, with a dark and gloomy expression, stared intensely at the arena floor. Sofia Borakova's strike seemed to channel all strength into it, pushing both fighters flying out of the arena. Both lost momentum and immediately crashed hard onto the ground. Red clenched the bloody dagger pinned to the body and sighed. The wound was looked at without any sign of pain, even laughing loudly. So, this one wants to fight, huh? But then suddenly, eyes snapped towards Sofia Borakova, like going mad, rushing straight forward, wildly attacking. Red nimbly dodged Sofia Borakova's strike, causing the attacker to slip to one side. Immediately after, hair was grabbed and yanked back. Sofia Borakova screamed in pain, eyes wide open from the hair pull. No time to recover. A strong punch landed. Lucky to be alive. The fist hit Sofia Borakova's face directly. Red kept raining blows, making blood pour from Sofia Borakova. Everyone watching blushed and panicked, shouting out loud. No one stopping this. Red delivered one final strike, punching hard, sending Sofia Borakova crashing into the row of seats behind, terrifying the crowd. Sofia Borakova's face swelled up badly and then passed out. The dagger was pulled out, stepping closer step by step. Not done yet. Eyes turned red, fierce and furious, advancing. I'll give back exactly what you did to me. Suddenly, a Yang family arm grabbed the wrist holding the dagger. Mikhail Lop with a fierce face held tight and shouted, Enough already, stop now. Red, stopped by him, blushed with anger, refusing to let go. Quan saw the chaotic scene and immediately shouted orders. Mages, create a battle space, pause the interview. The mages heard and quickly formed a battle space together. Everyone divided the area, cooperating to create a space around the two. Around Mikhail Lop, a circle of spells began to appear. The battle space formed. He slammed the dagger on the floor, shouting loudly, Why target my daughter like that? Red showed no fear, standing face to face, arguing with Mikhail Lop. Who told that girl to provoke me first? He scolded, So you plan to kill Sofia Borakova? Hearing the sarcastic tone, anger flared instantly. Do you expect me to just stand there and take it? Mikhail Lop got angrier as he spoke. With your skill, just a light restraint would be enough. Red-faced and furious, the voice grew louder. What nonsense is that? Go take care of your daughter properly. Kwai slowly stepped inside with a calming tone. Everyone, calm down now. No need to get too tense. He smiled softly, then comforted Red. Besides, my teachers have already found a guardian for this student. Hearing that, anger flared again, turning to him and shouting, "Calm? I'm still mad as hell." Quan didn't get annoyed by the attitude but spoke gently. "I understand how you feel, but making things worse won't help." That sentence made confusion flicker across the face. Seeing the mood soften, Quan stepped closer to explain. "If you keep causing trouble, I won't be able to protect a student like you anymore. Your whole clan will get dragged into this." Then, he leaned in, whispering a reminder. "You clan, right? You're not alone." His words reminded of Gold and Green's bright appearances. Red's face fell, filled with resignation and fear. If others get affected because of one, peace won't come, right? Quan hit the weak spot, smiling softly with satisfaction. "So just wait for the guardian to arrive." Suddenly, a deep voice sounded nearby. No need to trust that anymore. UJT stepped in, introducing himself, surprising everyone. "I'm UJT, the guardian of that kid." His face showed exhaustion and cold gloom as he spoke. "Don't force injured students, come talk to me." Both were stunned by the sudden appearance. Seeing UJT, Red grew more timid, biting the lips silently. Outside the large building in the middle of the campus, Quan slowly served tea, introducing it to Mikhail Lop and UJT. "This is famous Taiwanese oolong tea. Not sure if it suits your taste?" He smiled gently, easing tensions between them. "They say tea calms the soul." Quan kept carefully observing UJT. "UJT from U Clan. Judging by how easily he broke the battle space, they say tea brings peace to the soul." Quan kept watching UJT carefully and cautiously. "UJT from the U family? Judging by how easily that person breaks the battle space, it definitely has to be a high-ranking mechanical valve." The cold and distant look on Red's face made him thoughtful. "But never heard of this clan before. Need to investigate thoroughly." Quan sat silently between the two from the start. Sitting down, the tone was a bit awkward, unsure where to begin. The first words seemed to soothe both sides. "First of all, very sorry about what happened to both parties." Mikhail Lop still looked angry, seriously glaring at him. UJT had a cold and indifferent expression, staring straight at the man. Remembered Sofia Borokova's proud posture and breathed a sigh of relief. Luckily, neither was seriously injured. Heard already discharged from the hospital. Quan raised a teacup toward them, explaining to reconcile. "So, no need to make a big deal out of it. We'll still meet often at Thanh Long Institute. Let's end this smoothly here. If both agree, the rest will be handled." Mikhail Lop's expression was serious but noticeably softened. Then a sigh escaped, eyes lowered before speaking. "The fault came from my daughter first, so I apologize. I am Mikhail Lop, Sofia Borokova's guardian." He spoke sincerely, continuously explaining. Sofia Borokova is still young and immature, so emotions overwhelmed reason in this matter. Before Mikhail Lop finished, UJT interrupted. "Do not accept the guardian's apology." Hearing this, Mikhail Lop immediately exploded, standing up. UJT remained unfazed by his fierceness and continued. "An apology from someone else's mouth means what? Not what he means, but still issued a threat. So stubborn. And both are guardians. Just accept the apology and end this." "Don't know which organization I belong to." UJT calmly stared, questioning him. "We are not the same. In your place, do people apologize like that?" Mikhail Lop angrily shouted. "Do you want me to bring the injured kid here to apologize?" Hearing that, immediately responded without hesitation. Mikhail Lop shouted angrily, "This guy is really..." Quan, sitting between them, heard this and quickly tried to mediate. "Calm down, guardian." UJT continued with the point. "I didn't come here for that kid. I just wanted to know why you didn't stop the kid from drawing the sword and running away back then." Hearing the suspicion, Mikhail Lop frowned deeply and shouted, "That was an unexpected situation." Hearing his answer, a cold voice echoed through the room. "Unexpected? That's a weak excuse." Mikhail Lop angrily stepped toward him after UJT's next words, blaming kids for his own incompetence. "Aren't you ashamed?" He grabbed the collar tightly, voice low. "Hey buddy, even polite talk has limits." His eyes turned blue, a blue glow flickering around them both. Mikhail Lop's tone was threatening and fierce. "You want to drag the Row organization into this petty fight?" Mikhail Lop's face was furious and terrifying. "Just a clan, nobody knows." Suddenly, a chill ran through Mikhail Lop, causing horror. He immediately stepped back. A gentle voice sounded, "Iron sword, huh? That was close." He looked at him in horror. Since when did Mikhail Lop notice the dagger on his leg was gone? UJT's light words caused fear. The dagger was so loose, UJT, the kid secretly pulled it out without knowing. He stared at the dagger in shock, already heightened senses to the limit. Suddenly, a cold voice softly called his name. Mikhail La, UJT gently tapped his back and whispered to take crowded routes and avoid dark places. Just with those light words, the dagger stabbed deep into the table, freezing Mikhail Lop in horror. His face darkened completely, sensing the killing intent. UJT picked up a vest from the chair and left the meeting room. If done here, then leaving. After he left, the two remaining in the room froze in fear. Quan, with a terrified face, suddenly smiled knowingly. UJT left the room and noticed a girl standing outside. She stood there with a pouty face, looking worried. Turning to leave, couldn't help but ask with concern, "Are you okay?" Hearing that, replied, "Just a light injury. Besides, you know, the Red Clan has a long lifespan." The quiet words echoed, making the girl fall into deep thought. Well, that's lucky. Immediately after, the girl stepped forward to ask, "Hey, do you think I'm wrong?" Without waiting for UJT's answer, Red spoke out her feelings to him. "I just think everything that happened was because of me." Feeling a bit embarrassed, she nervously rubbed her hair, feeling somewhat wronged. "But right now, I feel like I wish I had been more mature back then." UJT immediately cut off her thoughts, causing her to blush and be surprised. "No, you did very well." Then, UJT quietly turned to look at her and seriously advised, "Next time, remember to kill it where no one can see." Red stood still, watching his figure leave, her face full of happiness, letting out a relieved breath, then slowly followed UJT's footsteps as he walked away, unable to help but sigh, "Are you really telling me to do that? Don't regret it later." UJT strode alongside Red down the hallway. He told IU Red to go home and start packing. She wondered, "Why? Do I have to go somewhere?" UJT said while walking, "You will move to live in our gold dormitory." "Oh, so that means living in the dorm?" Suddenly, thinking of the excited face like that little girl's. Haha. Suddenly, a voice rang out, making the two turn their heads. UJT's guardian. Quan smiled while holding his hands. "Can I talk to you for a moment?" he said bluntly. "I thought we had settled everything already," he said. "Actually, I know. But there is an important matter I want to discuss related to the students, so the girl should listen too." Red twirled her ear, uninterested. "I don't want to hear any useless lectures." Quan laughed. "Haha. It's not a lecture, this is a beneficial proposal." She was surprised by Red's question. "Do you want to become the freshman representative of the Blue Dragon Institute?" Red asked back. "Freshman representative." He described her image as a serious student representative. "That's right, you will be the face representing the academy, with huge scholarships, rare treasures, and even media exposure opportunities." UJT doubted. "The proposal is really sudden. Does the professor have enough authority to decide this?" Quan replied, "Don't worry, I have a close relationship with the vice principal of Mason School." He frowned. "Think carefully, Mr. UJT." Facing Quan's tempting words, UJT was silent. This opportunity is very rare, others don't easily get such chances. He thought silently, of course, close. Because demons and humans are both demon beings. Demon beings differ from superhumans blessed with grace. They are those who have accepted the abyss, bloodthirsty, murderous, and dark desires. That is their nature. The world almost perished because of these monsters. In the first and second lives, Jade also lost something important because of them. So when the professor first appeared, he thought about dealing with this demon being thousands of times, but in the end, he had to hold back. UJT thought, "This guy needs to suffer a more painful sleep." He said, "I understand your point." UJT looked at Red again, "But the important thing is the student's opinion. I'm just the guardian." He stepped to Red. "Haha, that's right. Everything depends on her decision." Quan placed his hand on her shoulder. "Red, soon the Blue Dragon Institute will have many changes, especially at the year-end event. I want you to lead the student team." Then he took Red's hand, earnestly said, "Let's build a future for the academy together with the professor, okay?" Then she calmly sighed and replied, "No." Quan couldn't believe it.
"No. Did I hear wrong?" Red said, annoyed. "You heard it clearly." Then she turned and said to UJT, "Forget it. I was just told to prepare to move." He suddenly asked, "Wait, then why did you come to the interview?" Red answered,
"Because I was bored, lying around in the room all day." Quan nervously asked again, "And then?"
Then she yawned casually and said, "I felt bored, so I wanted to mess around a bit for fun." Quan's rational thread snapped, making him try hard to hold back his anger. Then Quan suddenly noticed, he said, "Red, look down there." Red and UJT glanced down. Down there? A bunch of reporters are gathering in the courtyard. So what now? Are those people reporters? Quan explained, "They are reporters from everywhere coming to hear my opinion about today's event. Just one word from me." He clasped his hands behind his back, implying to them that they could decide your future at Lay. Got it? But she quickly ignored it and walked on. Don't get it. Bye." Quan could only laugh. He silently watched the backs of the two leaving, then dropped the friendly face from before. Don't regret it later. The reporters were startled. Oh, there she is that you, Orium? The reporters rushed over excitedly. I'm a reporter from CT here. Please tell me your opinion, Red. Redu stabbed in / 2 hours ago right here, Redurai. The NSS chief asks if there is any conflict between your side and Gold Redurai. Sofia Borakova Bakova. Red was caught off guard by the bright lights and the microphones. The question was raised. Do you want to talk about this incident, Gold Red? The reply was, are these people even Gold Red? A reporter raised a mic and said, your press team is causing a storm online in Korea. Is this chaos you caused just to attract attention to your family? The questions kept coming, making Red angry. Eurium, please give us a short comment. Why did you apply to the Thanh Long Institute, Red A? Are you planning to do gold here, Reduddy? Seeing this, UJT spoke up. Stop making things hard for a wounded kid. Red frowned and smiled. Fine, if you want to hear it, I'll answer. Snatching the mic surprised the other person. Doing gold here? Then Red laughed and spoke straight into the mic, saying the word was inappropriate for reporting. Elsewhere, the sky was clear and sunny at the dorm. Legold was excited. Wow, the kid jumped up in joy. Mom, it's so big. Quickly climbing upstairs. Are we really going to live here? The nicest room belongs to A. Red looked at the kid and said, hey, the biggest room is mine. The kid opened the door, eyes sparkling with surprise. Oh, the kid ran into the room exclaiming, Gold here. This room is awesome. Gold ran around the room, the bed was huge, and there was the latest model TV. Natural light was really harmonious. Gold stood at the balcony door. Not bad. Then, this room will do. Suddenly, Red laughed from behind. This balcony is perfect for smoking. This room is mine. The kid protested. What Gold? I picked first. You said the big room is yours, but the next room is bigger. After a bump grew on the head, Gold reluctantly said, fine, you take the room. Red smiled obediently. In another room, the egg was being sprayed with water. Green was taking care of the egg. Gentle. Hello, little one, UJT asked from behind. Why are you watering it like that? The reply was, like prenatal education. The blue dragon likes water. When the dragon egg is about to hatch, the transformation magic will automatically activate. Green turned back and asked, oh, have you heard this news? Lately, Leia's been buzzing about Red, wondering. Red, she said it seems the previous interview is causing a fever. UJT checked the watch, holding the egg anxiously. Damn, didn't you hear that, guy? On the other side, Red lounged on the chair calmly. Those guys, we were born this way. Nothing strange about it. Gold asked, dumbfounded. What is that, Gold, sis? She tilted her head and laughed. Oh, wanna know? The kid replied. Redown, do you know? The face was sinister. Of course, I know. Oh, baby, I have to teach you about sex education. The kid got scared. Nah, I don't need that. My mom said girls don't need to know too much. Red stuck out the tongue teasingly. You don't get to refuse, baby. She went to where Gold covered the ears. I mean, I will teach you what it is. Wait, I said I don't want to hear. Red grabbed both the kid's hands tightly, making Gold panic. Ah, okay, I'm listening. A scream rang out. Help me, sir. Making UJT speechless, while Green quickly covered the egg's ears. The sky was clear. Birds chirped happily on the branches. Red was sleeping on the big bed. Sunlight shone on the beautiful face. Suddenly, someone rushed up the stairs. Gold opened the door shouting, Sis, wake up fast. Something big happened, making Red suddenly wake up. Huh, propping herself up. Something happened this early? Stayed up all night, so tired here. The kid said, stayed up all night. You stayed up late watching weird stuff again, right? Red laughed. Yeah, watched 20 episodes. Goldoy nudged, knew it. Then both went downstairs. Anyway, now is not the time to talk about that. Yawning, no important stuff means I'll tear you apart, noticed Gold. She looked at the three people. UJT asked, what's going on that you're all gathered this early? Green called Red. The egg on the table moved. Looks like winter is about to be born. Then Redaw cracked open. Everyone focused on the egg, the birth of a new life. The last time UJT witnessed a birth was not a pretty sight. A weak person reached out. Please, she begged, save my child. Duhai said, it's too late, Captain. She said pitifully, my child is no longer breathing. Duhai said, it seemed to have died right after birth. UJT looked at the baby, thinking the bad environment, the war destroyed the hospital. Silent listening. If there had been a medical facility nearby, that memory wouldn't be so unpleasant. UJT thought to self, thought never to remember that day again. But why is it showing up now? Red noticed. Oh, the egg hatched. A tiny arm appeared, along with wings. The image of a baby dragon hatching from the egg showed up. Oh, the head is popping out now. Gentle Green. Congrats on being born. Green looked on with delight. The little green dragon broke out of the egg. Winter, huh? The dragon was carefully wiped down. UJT saw this and asked, "The newborn seems pretty skilled. Where did you learn that?" Red, Green replied. "My mom used to do that for me. Should have licked it too, but never mind." Asked if the Lord wanted to try holding it. The answer was no. Excited Gold said, Hey, I want to hold it. I want to hold it." Green handed Winter over to the little girl, careful with the delicate skin. Gold nodded. "Yeah." Then the little girl hugged it tightly. "Ha, so healing." Gold suddenly had an idea. The little girl smiled. "You actually want to hold it too, right?" Red denied it. Gold said, "If you want to hold it yourself." Then the little girl handed it to Red. "Just hold it once. Hurry up, sis." Red was startled. "Hey, are you crazy?" Suddenly acting like Gold. Green chuckled softly. Winter yawned. Red's heart was stolen. Gold laughed. "Now you get why you should try holding it." Red admitted, "Well, it's kinda cute." Then, Red asked UJT, "Hey, we all held it already. You should try too." Gold agreed. "Yeah, the Lord not holding Winter would be sad." Red laughed. "Ha, planning to act all high class alone, huh?" Teased. "Then I'll just throw it and you catch it yourself. If it gets hurt, not my problem." Gold was shocked. "You seriously plan to throw it?" Red laughed. "Me? This house has only one goal, you know that." Gold. Then Red prepared to throw Winter. "I want to see that rock freak out." The little girl panicked. "You're really crazy." Before the throw, UJT took Winter out of Red's hands. "Hey gun, clumsy but solid support." Red pooted, "Unimpressed." The little girl said, "You're definitely not normal." Green asked, "Since you're holding it, why not try petting it?" UJT hesitated a bit then reached out, gently touched Winter's forehead. "Like this?" Gold snapped the rare moment. "Are you doing that, Gold?" The little girl replied. Hee, such a rare scene. Moments like this should be saved with photos, right?" Green held up a rose. "So let's take a group photo to celebrate Winter's birth." Gold asked. "Yeah, sure. But whose flower is that?" Green smiled. "It's a photo prop making the two look more red." Gold was curious. The flower was pinned to UJT's hair. One was also pinned on Winter. UJT was holding the little girl in the lap. Red said. "The expression on the other side doesn't look quite right." Green covered a smile. "How does it look?" "Looks fine." Gold checked the photo. "Oh, both look great together." UJT lost patience. "Hurry up and take the photo." Green pulled Red's lips. "But do I really need to stand there?" "Too much. Just take it." Red Gold said. "Okay, get ready to shoot. 1, 2. A full group photo was taken. Winter was drinking milk. "Ready, Winter?" UJT asked. "Are you doing that, Gold?" Green patted the little girl's head. "Red's semester hasn't started yet, so during free time, I want to teach polymorph with transfer magic." Transfer magic is the spell of passing magic to the other by guiding mana into them. The receiver usually can absorb it without paying a price, but the giver risks losing vitality. "Is that okay?" Green held Winter. "If Winter stays in dragon form, it will be hard to go outside." She said all of us learn polymorph in human form, but Winter hasn't learned yet. Winter waved hands. "We grow fast, so I want her to have fun experiences before growing up." UJT sat down. "If you need help, just say." She sighed. "Gold, you don't know much about magic, do you?" Green said. "Then I have a request." She continued. "While transferring, can you stay with us?" The answer was sure. Green glanced. "Sitting far away makes you look worried." She patted the seat next to her. "Come closer. Don't be shy," UJT replied. "No need to go that far." Green rested chin. "What if I get tired and drop Winter? Would you be close enough to catch her?" Then Green complained. "If Winter hits the table edge, I won't bear the guilt." UJT thought a moment, then sighed in defeat, then moved to sit next to Green. "So, no other choice, huh?" Their shoulders touched. "You're blushing too much," UJT asked. "Huh?" Green was startled. "Oh no, I meant the sofa is a bit hard," UJT said. "Strange, it's full grain material." She focused again and rested her head on Winter. Blue aura radiated from her. "I'm starting now."